What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Esther Shanae. Welcome back to the Juice.
Hello, I'm Alexander Rodgers, and we're going to talk about Sheree Whitfield and the continuing saga of her sorry clothing line. Now, we've all heard that there was a very disgruntled video director accusing Sheree of stealing his intellectual property. I don't know how anything could be considered intellectual when we're talking about Sheree. However, Sheree can't pay said, "Look, he don't know nothing to me," in a Jasmine Brand article I'm going to share with you here now. Witnesses who were at the shoot for the commercial are speaking out, telling the Jasmine Brand exclusively that John Carter was not honest about his credentials. Well, we're talking about Sheree Whitfield. Honesty's gone out the window. The window of the house of mold and lies. Mold and lies. Broken promises and bad checks built that place. It's like an Indian burial ground for your credit score. One source close to the situation tells us that John Carter had expressed interest in working with Sheree for quite some time and volunteered to work with the She by Sheree promotion commercial to help get his name out, which he apparently did. I mean, but do you really want your name attached to Shit by Sheree, to She by She Can't Pay, to a house of mold and lies? I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I couldn't. You shouldn't. According to the source, Carter was never promised any payment. I'm sure it was hinted at and assumed, however, because we're dealing with the mastermind of Marx, the diva of debt, the Countess of Khan, Sheree Can't Pay Whitfield. Countess of Khan, yes. Carter also provided the models, hair, and makeup and videographer. Well, now, hold on. We knew everybody in that video. It was Sheree and family. Family. I recognize Lottie Dottie everybody. And old buff boy they got that was standing out at the bus corner in front of Sheree house. Child, they gave him $20 and a slice of pizza. I secured models for the gig. You found the people in the house of mold and lies. He apparently lied about how long he knew the videographer. Videographer, you got your phone out and started doing this. Little bit of this. High angle, low angle, little bit of this, little bit of this. Videographer. Oh, you motherfuckers gotta stop giving yourselves titles. I'm not a videographer. I put my computer in front of me and say some shit. Now, I'm a comedian. I can make a joke. Now, that I can do. I'll put a link to my Caroline's performance below. However, I ain't gonna call myself nobody's videographer, director, producer. I shoot a little show, people like it. That's that. Trying to do too and yielding too little. It's beneath me, but you're letting me know it's not beneath you. The source goes on to say that Carter is lying about having to go have the She by Sheree shirts printed because it's handled by Teespring and paying for them out of his pocket. Now, who the hell would pay for anything for Sheree Can't Pay Whitfield out of pocket? I'll pay for it out of her pocket. Child, I'd take 220s out of her purse just for GP every time I was in the house. The source says that they were a witness to Sheree sending Carter a Cash App payment for 15 designs that needed to be printed, including a rush fee to have them done before the shoot. However, the shirts were not printed in time, and only 6 shirts were ready. With all of that being said, it is actually Carter who owes Sheree money for the remaining shirts. So Sheree, you ain't got nothing going on in your life. You don't have shit to do. So why, if all the designs weren't ready, you put this out? Nobody's clamoring for your crap. Nobody's searching for your shit. Nobody's looking for your losses. And this clothing line's gonna be a loss. Sent a Cash App, and I bet you she claimed fraud on it 20 minutes later. He did not follow through with bringing or meeting the vendors for the additional shirts needed for the shoot. He kept saying they were on their way for hours. When they finally came, he didn't have all of them. Only 4 or 5 shirts out of 12 or 15. Well, y'all only had 4 or 5 models, so that's really all you needed. Bought and paid for by Sheree. But they were incorrect and had the wrong wordings, fonts. So they were either not used or so far in the background, no one would notice. There wasn't no background, but the damn house. Y'all had the family over for a little. And that was that. It was Sunday dinner at the Whitfields. I think only 2 were used, even though they were incorrect. But they might not have made the cut for the video. Oh, Lord, the lie. This is Sheree her damn self. The source tells the Jasmine brand that Carter and his models arrived 2 hours late to the shoot. So the family was 2 hours late. The family. Them your people, Sheree. Causing them to lose daylight. And because the videographer did not plan to shoot in the evening, the resulting footage was extremely dark. Well, why the hell didn't you shoot in the little house? Oh, that's right, because Sheree only got 40-watt bulbs because she can't afford the bill. And she can't snow the electricity company. But I bet you a fat man and a thin one, she probably got 2 or 3 electric cords running up from Kenya's house in the ditch. Probably tapped that light pole out front, too. Somebody get Atlanta City Power and water on it. Also, there were supposed to be scene changes. However, that was not the case. Dude, scene changes, you went from in to out the house. Where was you gonna go? Piedmont Free-Ass Park? We don't believe your bullshit, source Sheree. Sheree got on the horn with the Jasmine brand so fast, girl, let me tell you, it was his bullshit. This would have been a great plot line for Real Housewives of Atlanta, much better than you being with Kim, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. Due to tardiness, the entire shoot ended up being shot in Sheree Cat Pay's basement. The source says his entourage showed up over 2 hours late and weren't ready for the shoot. Only 1 model and the videographer showed up relatively on time, but everyone else, the other model, hair and makeup were extremely late, and John would just keep saying they are on the way. Yeah, daylight, blah, blah, blah. John didn't bring the lighting. Oh, and then they said he was drunk, walking around the house recording her from his phone. He was shooting the commercial. Videographer of these lies. You keep saying hair and makeup people, but then it was hair and makeup girl. Sheree, you keep failing because you ain't got nobody good on your team. You see you dragging in drunks and racist. Really, Kim? Kim was your plot line. You could have had all this nonsense on and been interesting and been back this season, but you fucked up your coin because, like Nene said, you're on the wrong team, and you can't win when you're dirty. Why don't you have Miss Zolciak help you out with your little clothing line? Why wasn't she a model since she's such a good friend? Why wasn't Croy sporting She by Sheree? Why wasn't he saying, who gonna check me, boo? Why? Why? I want you to tell me. I'm fascinated. Let me know in the comments why you think Kim Zolciak wasn't a part of the She by Sheree journey that she started off with. Kim was there supporting Sheree at the fashion event. She was there for her. Why isn't she there for you now? I'm fascinated. Well, I'm Alexander Rodgers, and this is For the Love of Juice. I hope this video didn't leave you thirsty. Tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer.
Well, I'm definitely gonna need you guys' opinions in this situation because y'all know I don't get in other people's business like that. Well, we're about to be out of here, but before we go, we want you guys to leave us a like. And remember to subscribe to our channel for the juiciest gossip commentary around. And don't be shy. Leave us your opinions in the comments. Good, bad, or indifferent. I love them all. And with that being said, you guys, we are out of here.